So I was once engaging in intimate relations with a German boy, and during it, he starts speaking German to me, and I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying. So he proceeds to get out his phone and goes on Google Translate and starts typing, and then presses the speaker button, and all I hear is make anal. Safe to say there was no making of that.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor The Fiend back again with another response video. And guys, before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe on your way in, and don't forget to subscribe to our newest member of Fiend Gang, Detective Warg. His channel will be linked in the video description. But without further ado, let's jump into the rest of today's video.
What excuses do girls use to reject guys?
We're lesbians.
Are you guys actually?
Yeah. Wait, what?
I just feel like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I thought you were gay.
That's so mean.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I don't usually reject guys.
Oh, really? Can I get your number?
I've got a doctor's appointment to get my hair done.
What?
Sorry.
I don't understand. Like, there's really no point doing these public skits, guys. Like, they'll just say absolute nonsense, and fair enough, they make themselves look ridiculous. But guys, if a girl says anything other than just a straight up yes and she's excited to do whatever, excited to see or anything, just move on. You will save yourself so much damn time by trying to convince people, not trying to convince people that aren't interested in you. What you know what I mean, guys. Don't try and convince people that aren't interested in you. People waste so much of their life trying to convince people that they have no business trying to convince.
My controversial yet brave take is that hookup culture is not that bad if you hook up with hot people. Because it's like, oh, he doesn't text me back, but that nigga was fine. It only hurts when you hook up with an ugly guy because you're like, I'm supposed to bag you. I was supposed to bag you.
What on earth was that? We're going to go back and play that again. Did this woman just bark at us?
It only hurts when you hook up with an ugly guy because you're like, I'm supposed to bag you.
What is that, bro? What just happened? My goodness.
I was supposed to bag you was the phrase I was trying to say. Came out kind of demonic, but
Right, so basically what she's saying here is hookup culture is good except when you get rejected by someone who you think is below you. Yeah, it must be a very humbling experience to realize that you are average or less than average. Like, it's all perfectly well and good when they're getting the attention that they want and the commitment that they want, but when they don't get it, now they start to have issues. And this has been the issue, a very long-standing issue, which is that a lot of these girls, they're trying to shop out of their price range, and they're trying to get dudes who they have no business getting. Like, again, a lot of these women will have nothing going on in their life. Okay, they'll have terrible attitudes. They'll wear an absolute bucket load of makeup to try and make themselves appear pretty when they might not be. And then they're going out there and they're going for dudes who make a lot of money, who are tall. And like, these dudes have absolutely no reason to commit to women like these. Like, this woman literally I swear she just barked at us. I've never seen that. But like, I don't know why a guy would be like, yeah, let me wife that up.
you know what I mean?
Hookups or dating?
Hookups.
Hookups or dating?
Hookup.
Hookup? Awesome. What about you?
Dating.
Hookups or dating?
What?
Hookups or dating?
This is sad, man. Like, clips like this are just straight up sad. I don't even understand the context of the question, hookups or dating. I'm assuming it's which would they prefer. And a good portion of them just said hookups, which, hey, is totally fine if that's what they're into. But again, at the end of the rainbow, don't expect commitment from men. Because, like, the thing is, men don't have to commit to these women. And I think a lot of dudes are starting to realize that we don't need to put our energy where it's not warranted. Like, if girls want to go out and they want to get with a whole bunch of dudes and they want to go feel strong and empowered, that's totally fine. But like, at the end of the day, not a lot of husbands these days, we're noticing.
So I was once engaging in intimate relations with a German boy, and during it, he starts speaking German to me, and I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying. So he proceeds to get out his phone and goes on Google Translate and starts typing, and then presses the speaker button, and all I hear is make anal. Safe to say there was no making of that.
And they say chivalry is dead, boys. You know what? It's like, at the end of the day, okay, dudes are just kind of over the romance, aren't they? Because when a dude's attractive, man, I swear, if you're attractive to a girl, you can get away with so much more crap. Like, have you ever noticed that, right? When a woman is not, you know, she doesn't respect her man, she doesn't find him attractive, she will put that man through absolute hell, okay? And yet dudes who are attractive to women, what'll happen is they'll write stuff like this on their phone, or they'll do all of this silly crap and treat them terribly, and they will still stick around. And like, I don't know if I completely buy her denial at the end there, but you know, they say chivalry is dead, guys, but apparently not, I suppose.
There is nothing wrong with having an OnlyFans account. There is nothing wrong with taking nudes for free. There is nothing wrong with being sexual in any way you want to be sexual, whether it is as an occupation or if it is to just send a nude around like I do all the time.
Who gave this woman a microphone, man? Like, honestly. It's like, okay, listen, if you want to go out there and you want to do all of these things, fine. But let's not pretend like it doesn't completely turn societies absolutely degenerate. And let's not pretend as if these things don't have consequences. If you want to go out and you want to do all of these actions, that's totally fine. But there are consequences to those. You know what I mean? Have you guys noticed that there are less and less nuclear families these days? Can you guys imagine, right? If your parents were out here doing this kind of stupid crap and telling everybody that it was okay. Like, I'm sorry, but this stuff, if you want to do it, fine, but it certainly shouldn't be pushed as something that's perfectly acceptable or completely, you know, I've seen this crap being pushed in schools, man, you know, all this like LGBTQ crap, and I just leave it out, man. Just leave it out. If you want to do it, that's your choice. But again, there are consequences to it, and advocating it to other people is pretty damn disgusting, especially knowing what it does to the family units. Like, again, guys, imagine if your parents were doing actions like this and thinking these things were appropriate. It's just absolutely ridiculous.
As an occupation, or if it is to just send a nude around like I do all the time.
Yeah, and you might do that all the time, but guess what? Again, this woman might not care, but it completely disqualifies them from being taken seriously in a relationship. Like, why would a guy, imagine this, guys, right? You're a dude, you're walking through life and you know, you see this cute girl and whatever, and you guys hit it off, you go for coffee, you have fun, whatever. One thing leads to another, and then, you know, the relationship talk comes around and she's like, oh, by the way, I have an OF account. Or by the way, I send nudes to random dudes. Like, I don't care who you are. You have just disqualified yourself from the girlfriend position. Now, this woman may not care. She might not be interested in relationships or whatever, guys, but pretending as though it isn't damaging to relationships, it's like, it's very good and easy and well for her to sit here and say, oh, it doesn't matter, guys, because it's a man's preference. She doesn't give a crap about what men think or about what men care about in the dating market. It's all about what they care about, what this woman cares about. And I think that's really sad, and it's especially sad for the women when they start to realize that dudes don't want to commit to them anymore. Like, they get to the end of it and then they're like, huh, maybe my OF account was a terrible idea. Maybe the decisions that I made were completely and utterly stupid. But by then, it's absolutely too late.
I love when boys are like, I'd never date a girl with an OnlyFans. I'd never do that. Would a girl with an OnlyFans date you, though? Would she?
Don't care, because she's not relationship material to begin with anyway. Yo guys, it's Taylor here. Just want to say thank you if you made it to the end of today's episode. Before you go, remember to subscribe to our other Fiend Gang members. Their channels will be linked in the video description. Our newest member is Detective Warg, so make sure that you go and show him some love. He's putting out daily content for you guys. Also, one of the characters I use, and also a lot of our thumbnail artwork, is done by an artist called The Gecko Ninja. He's absolutely fantastic, and his socials are going to be linked in the video description as well if you want to commission him for some amazing art. Otherwise, take it easy, gents, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.